Is recording. Let's go. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are watching this video, you probably already know me and my channel because I don't even know what to say. The channel hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I kind of can't believe it. For those of you who have found me organically on booktube, this is actually my second channel. I, for the last like 3.5 years, have been really focused on my anthropology education channel. It's linked down below in all of my book videos, and it's just something that I love so much. But while anthropology fuels this like very nerdy, like educational academia side of my brain, a really like pure hobby that I just love so much is books. And the YouTube that I watch is like purely book content. And so I thought for fun, it would be just, like I said, fun to start a book channel. So this space on YouTube has very much been like a hobby space for me, and I have just found such a deep love for creating book videos, and the fact that people have subscribed to the channel is just wild. Like again, I'm doing this for fun, just to chat about the books that I read, and I'm making internet besties and just having the best time ever. So I thought it would be fun to not only say thank you, but also share with you guys a little bit about me in the form of a Q&A, and then at the end of the video do a little giveaway type situation just to say again thank you so much. So if you're interested in that, stick around until the end. But for now, let's get into the Q&A. Also, I do have some books out because what would a good book video be without talking about some books? And you guys did the job and asked me some questions about books. So we are going to be talking about these here pretty quickly. Okay, in the community tab and on a few of my videos, I asked you guys to ask me some questions and I have them written out here. But before I answer those ones, I just wanted to cover a few like basic things that I might never have talked about on this channel before, or also just things that I get asked repeatedly. So I'm just going to go through those really, really quick. So hello, I feel like I'm introducing myself for like a class video. My name is Olivia and I'm 23 years old. I graduated from UCLA in 2022 with a major in anthropology and a minor in evolutionary medicine. And I am such a big humanity and evolutionary biology nerd deep down to my core. Like, if you need evidence of that, go check out my other channel that I've been working on for years and years and years. You guys will see also that channel, I haven't posted on it in the last few months because I've been working on things in the background, on the back end, rather than producing. So yeah, if anyone came here and found me from the anthro videos, not to fear, I will be returning. I'm just not exactly sure when. And then the last little basic thing that I thought I would throw in here is my work and my job. I am not one of the YouTubers or online creators who does this full time. I know there are a lot of booktubers and just like creators in this space where what they create online, their digital content, is their full-time job. That is not the case for me. But with that said, I do still work for my full-time job in online education and e-learning. So the company that I work for is called Socratica, and they actually have a YouTube channel here on YouTube. They have many actually. You guys can find, I'll link everything relevant down below, but for them, my job title is technically e-learning associate, and I get to do a whole bunch of stuff. I write educational content, educational videos, I edit their videos, I help them with their nonprofit. So that's something that I personally really love. If you guys are interested in donating or supporting a really wonderful nonprofit that supports childhood literacy and education, it's linked in every single video that I do. I'll link it. And yeah, I just do a whole bunch of stuff for them. The like production side of things, the marketing and business side of things. And I really, really like it. So even my full-time job is still like connected to YouTube, but it's a little different. I don't know if I explained that very well, but I don't want to bore anybody, so I am just breezing through. So now, those are the basics. I want to switch over to the questions that you guys asked me. And the first question that I have is, what got you into reading? And this question came from Christy. She has a YouTube channel. It's so cute. If you guys haven't watched it, please go watch her videos. She does like lifestyle and book content, and she's from Australia, I think. And yeah, her videos are really, really great. The thing that initially got me to fall in love with reading is the Harry Potter series. When I was a kid, I like hated reading. I said it. I was not a fan. We would have like required reading time in like 3rd grade, and I would pretend to, I would grab the biggest books I could find to make everyone think I was smart and pretend to read them. I'm not proud of what I did, but I read Harry Potter in 5th grade, and that's really when I fell in love with it. And then I was really into it elementary school, middle school, and then slowly in high school fell out of love with it. And then in 2019 and 2020, my roommate in college found her way back to reading, recommended me Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and that was the beginning of the end. I love that book. And yeah, I've been reading ever since. Haven't stopped, won't stop. This is, I think, my 5th year in a row doing the Goodreads like reading challenges, I think. Yeah, this is my 5th year, so feels good. The next question, you guys hit me with so many what's your favorite like type questions, and it is so hard to pick things. The next question that I got is, what's your favorite book to movie adaptation? Now, this is hard because I like to think I have quite a few favorites, and we're gonna go with, if we're talking like recent, like current stuff, I'm watching the Percy Jackson show on Disney Plus, and I'm eating it up. I fully was as obsessed, I think, as you can get with the Percy Jackson series when I was growing up. Like, did I go to the midnight release of Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters dressed up as a child of Hades in my Camp Half-Blood shirt? Yes, I did. And so I'm really, really enjoying that. And then, of course, there is Harry Potter. Love those book to movie adaptations. I also love The Notebook, the book and the movie. Pride and Prejudice, that adaptation is so good. Love that movie. Really liked that book. And then I do have 2 copies here of the other ones. I think one of my absolute top tier favorite book to movie adaptations is The Great Gatsby. This is my favorite classic. I love it so much. It's so good, so good. And this film with Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm not even going to say more. It speaks for itself. And then the last one that I have, this is a more recent one. I read this in 2023, The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. Fantastic book, fantastic films. Yeah. See, I can't pick a favorite. It's a trend on this channel. The next question is, what unpopular book or book series would you recommend? And this is fun because I like to think that I read both popular and unpopular things. I think mostly what I share on here is the more popular stuff, but I try my best to read both. Unpopular book that I would recommend is My Life with Chimpanzees by Jane Goodall. This is a memoir, and even if you're not into like chimpanzees or primatology or like studying animals, the memoir is so powerful. Like, cannot stress enough how good it is. And then a series that I would recommend that is like less popular, I think, is Fable by Adrienne Young. This is a duology. The second book is called Namesake, and people definitely like know about this series, but I freaking love this series. I honestly don't know how to describe it. It's YA fantasy, and it feels very like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, there's like a girl and she can dive for like jewels, and the jewels are like powerful. It's just so good. So, and I don't really hear people talk about this that much. We're back again with the favorites question, and I can't do it, but I'm going to do my best. And that is who is your all-time favorite book boyfriend? Literally, how? How am I supposed to answer that? I don't know. So what I've done is I've picked my top 2 and then I have 2 honorable mentions. And just know, I feel like I'm breaking up with all my other book boyfriends. And that just doesn't feel good. But that said, I did what I needed to do. The first one, literally, he's everyone's book boyfriend. Literally everyone and their mother has chosen Rhysand from the ACOTAR series. I love him, and there's nothing anyone can do. I just absolutely love him, and in my head, he loves me back. And then the next book, the other top number 1 book boyfriend is Win from Happy Place. That book just absolutely swept me off my feet last year. I loved it. And then my 2 honorable mentions that are also favorites, but can't pick everybody, are both Christina Lauren book boyfriends. The first one is Elliot Petropoulos. This is also a very hyped book boyfriend. Actually, recently, at the beginning of 2024, I went through and did a full reread and deep annotation of this book, and it is just covered in notes and annotations, and it's a prized possession. I love Elliot. And then another one that I think is totally underrated is my favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. This book is hilarious, and Reed is perfect. He's perfect. No one can tell me otherwise. I love him. So that was my attempt at choosing a favorite book boyfriend. But just know, I will never be able to choose just one. And then the last question that I got from you guys, which I think is really, really awesome that people are interested in this over on this channel, and that was books from my anthropology schooling. I'm going to take that as recommendations. And I understand that this isn't for everybody, but hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. Some of these books are fantastic, and you will not regret reading them. So, the first book that I have to talk about is my all-time favorite book in the field of cultural anthropology. This is called Tuhami, the Portrait of a Moroccan by Vincent Crapanzano. I don't even know where to begin. I'm not going to dive into the synopses and everything, but basically in cultural anthropology, in the field, anthropologists try to do their best to understand fewer people more deeply. So in a lot of research, you'll send a survey to a huge number of people, right, to get data. But anthropology says that that's not an adequate representation of the nuances from person to person. And so what anthropologists do is they study people very deeply, a small group of people. And this is a deep study, a deep cultural study of one man. Now, this is where I really think will grab your attention. The first line of the synopsis. Tuhami is an illiterate Moroccan tilemaker who believes himself married to a camel-footed she-demon. Tuhami is a real person who experiences these things, this visitation during his dreams from these evil saints. This is something that Tuhami expressed to our anthropologist, Vincent Crapanzano, and he details it very extensively. It's not that long, by the way. So good, so good. If you take anything away from this video, branch out, try some nonfiction. This book is awesome. Technically, it's called an ethnography, but we won't get into that here. Then the next 2 books, I poured my whole heart and soul out over that one, so we're not going to dive into these ones as deeply. The next one that I love to recommend is The Pastoral Clinic by Angela Garcia. This is another nonfiction where our anthropologist, Angela Garcia, takes a look at heroin addiction in the Espanola Valley in New Mexico. And I think it's the worst place. Yeah, it has the highest rate of heroin addiction and fatal overdoses. Please read trigger warnings before you read this. This is not an easy read at all. And then if you're looking for an introduction to the field of anthropology without it being called anthropology, Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It's not technically an anthropology book, but it's a wonderful introduction into the history and present of humanity. I love this book, and I love Harari's other books if you're interested in that. So yeah, today we got to hear my nerdy side with anthropology. We got to hear about all of the men who I am in relationships with. And we also got to hear about some book to movie adaptations, some underrated books. I had a great time. Now, as promised, the last part of this video is a little bit of a giveaway situation, and I wasn't exactly sure how to handle this because if you watch my videos, there's a good chance that you are interested in either a diversity of genres or all of you watching have like a wide taste, because I have a very wide taste. And so I didn't want to get like a box and like ship it to you with like a book that maybe you'd like, you know? So what I'm gonna do, I want you guys to put down below in the comment section your Amazon wish list and let me know which books on there you are really excited about and why. And also reply to some other besties in the comment section, because I really want to just create community this year. I want to be more connected with you guys. I want you guys to feel more connected with each other. It's a big goal that I have. So yeah, comment back to each other, make sure you're subscribed, and let me know what book you want from your Amazon wish list. I've never done this before also, so bear with me. But I've seen people do this before, so I'm sure we can figure it out. I was not expecting to talk for this long. It happens to the best of us. So I gotta go. I got stuff to do, and I'm just so grateful that you guys have found it in your hearts to watch these videos and subscribe to this channel, because this is literally just a little hobby channel that I've come to love so much. So yeah, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day and a great reading month, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, you guys, bye.